Well, good day to you, family. Good day to you. Welcome back to the channel. Family, I got to go back to talking to you guys about this young man. A real life situation again. I was at a wedding, at my son's wedding, and I saw this young man, 20 years old. He was sitting there with his grandma. He was so nice and polite to his grandma, taking care of his grandma. I said, young man, I don't even know what that's like. My dad's mother, I didn't even know who she was. I didn't know what she looked like. I never got a chance to be held by her or anything. I said, cherish the moment. And the grandma was like, yeah, she wakes up every day and cooks him breakfast because he is really special to her. And I just saw the way he was dealing with her and how he was diligent to help her down the stairs. He was carrying her purse and all of that. And I was like loving that. I said, take advantage of that, because once again, I don't know what that feels like to have a grandmother, to be able to take care of a grandmother, because my dad's mother was gone, and my mother's mother, she was always sick in the bed. I never had really interactions with either one of my grandmothers. So those of you out there, you need to take care of your grandmother. Some of you got great grandmothers and you don't even call them up. You don't spend any time with them. You don't go and bless them for Mother's Day and just surprise them and say, Grandma, come on, get ready. I'm taking you out to dinner or lunch, or just take them to the park. Come on, y'all. But anyway, I was talking to this young man. He was so hungry for the information. And I told him, or I was sharing with him about his financial future. I said, I can make you a millionaire. You just gotta follow the blueprint. And he was so excited. So I got him over there. We went to investor.gov. We calculated numbers out. I said, if you do $250 and do this just consistently for the next 40 years, you'll have $1.3 million with a 10% compound growth on that money. And then I went over there. I said, hey, check this out though. If you do 500, because you're so young, you don't have bills and stuff yet, you can just set this mark. And everything else you can do guilt-free spending. That's where I want you to be. I said, but set this mark. I said, if you do $500, that's $2.6 million you'll have in the next 40 years by the time you're 60 years old and ready to start pulling off. And of course, we talked about investing in the Roth IRA. The Roth IRA, we know that's a game changer because that's tax-free money. He just lit up. He lit up. And I told him, I said, this is the one I want you to do, is VOO. Yes, that's the ETF for the total stock market, Index 500. I said VOO will get you there. Just go ahead, and over the past history, the 10% compound growth has not been the thing. It's been actually almost 12%. I said, so we backed it down to 10%. We adjusted for inflation of 2%. Now, listen at this, family. It's a matter of if he's going to do it or if he's not going to do it. But he's held accountable now because he has received the information. It's all up to him now. Family, have a